So here we are, and back at the view of Tzfat. I just wanted to lift up this camera as best I can, give you an idea of the height that you're at. It is really windswept here on this balcony. It's nice to be able to have looking down towards Jerusalem and southward. It's really spectacular how the people live. It's just a little idea of what's going on. Okay, so now I'm not going to put it on pause. I tried that before and everything went wrong, so I'm just going to try to get my camera back in action the straight all way, and lift this up. Now we've been talking about the Hilchos Basic Anesthetist in the last shiur, and I'm doing multiple shiurim when I can, putting them out as best I can. And we got to this place right here, this is the words of Rabbi Chaim Vital. He says, Re'isi the Morizal, I saw that my master, my teacher, the Rav, Shelo Hoyanog the Hios Masar Rishonim. I saw that he wasn't amongst the first. He wasn't his custom to come and be amongst the first. A little rock and roll on the table here, but what can I do? So he says, go on, let's go to the Omar. And he says like this, and he told me the reason. Holani. He was a person who was not feel well in the morning. I'm not sure what that means exactly. And he had to wait in his house in order to be able to go to the bathroom. There's another reason. That after that, he said that he would always put on his talis and tefillin in his house before coming to the synagogue. And then he would come crowned, mu'utif and wrapped, batalis in his talis with tefillin, the basic knesses as he went in to the basic knesses. So he had to do this in the daytime. Keep a Lila loves him on tefillin because at nighttime it's not time to tefillin. So therefore he did it in the day. So I'm not sure exactly what he means. Did he mean to say that he wore the tefillin all day long, or does it mean to say that just in the minhag is that in Shachris, that's what he did? I don't know. Then the other 10 would come to the basic Knesset, but Ashmor, Terran, or Haboker. They would come before nets. They would get together before nets. So therefore he wasn't able to do this because of his, I don't know if it's because we're calling it an illness or we're calling it the Sif Tiv as another word, the Sibas Elu, for these reasons. So let's look at the Tiv, and we go down to number Yud, which is down here. So let's look at this Tiv, only Tiv. Number Ches, wrong place? We're going to start over here. So he says number Vav. V'hine hagam shazohi mitzvah lehiyos mesarim b'shonim. Even though we understand that this is a mitzvah to be one of the first 10 to be basic advances, he calls that with all of this anyway. A rizal lo noag lehiyos mesarim b'shonim. It wasn't his custom to be amongst the first 10, but tefillah shachris. So the Rizal said like this: Gilo the Marchul, he revealed to the Marchul. Shnei tamim ibnei ma. He gave him two reasons why he's not amongst the first 10. He said, Tam Rishon, the first reason. So what's cholani? Lashon choil, being a choila. So and he had to wait in his house. In order to go to the bathroom, to wait till he had the urge, and did what he had to do. Didn't have enough time to be there early because he was weak. I think he had certain kind of weakness in this way. But Tam Shenisha Rizal Lo Kaima mitzvahs Likios Basar Rishonim. And the second reason why the Ari was not Mekayim that mitzvah, whom Mishum Rizal Savar Sheyesh Hisate Vitalis, because it was thought that he had to wrap himself in the talib anich tefillin and put on his tefillin. Oh, but he also bebases still while he's in his house. So let's say and go out of the house when he's crowned with talis, with tefillin, and all of this ornament of praise of Hashem. V'zu ma'ala yoser gedolim in the mitzvah hiyos masar rishayim b'beis HaKnesses. He says that's more important. It's a higher level. This is what the Rav said to Rabbi Chaim Vital. He said it's more important than being amongst the first 10. But given she'ativas atalas v'hanhagas at tefillin muchrachas le'asos beyond v'lo b'laylos. So, but since it has to be done during the daytime, ve'elu asar rishon of your basic Knesset. Now the concept of the first 10 to come to the basic Knesset, is palabel harizal. Hoy makdimin to both the basic Knesset ba'od laylo. They used to come to the basic Knesset while it's still dark at night. Im came lo yochel hoyel the kaim a mitzvah the hiyos masar rishon of basic Knesset. So that they came so early and he was not prepared. He couldn't put all this together. He could not be amongst the first 10 because they came even before Nates. They were there early. Yachad im mitzvah adativ is talib anachas to fill with the basic because that's the way he said was the proper way to come to the basic Knesset. But kevin shema'ala gadola yoserhi. So this is a much greater ma'ala. Let's say it's basic shuhu ma'uter b'talib b'tefillah to go out of his house while the person is crowned in the talis of tefillah. V'fichach nishar b'beisa b'lachavakayim mitzvah. So therefore he stayed in his house to fulfill the mitzvah of being so he's saying in his house mitzvah zu the hiyos basar, and if considering it to be more important, the hiyos asar rishayim the basic Knesset is a little misprint on this word. Should have an off there. Sar and I am, excuse me, over there. Okay.